Hello, you're kicking off the Monday's edition of Qpvn English News Bulletin with MINH and here come the headlines. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính meets counterparts of Netherlands and Singapore. Military delivers essential supplies to flood-hit areas. CUISINE connecting global culture. On the sidelines of the G20 summit in South Africa on the morning of November the 23rd local time, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính held bilateral meetings with Dutch Prime Minister Dick Schoof and Singaporean Prime Minister Lawrence Wong. During the meeting, Prime Minister Schoof conveyed his sympathy for Vietnam over the severe losses caused by recent storms and floods. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính thanked the Netherlands for its valuable support to the Mekong Delta, extended greetings from Vietnamese leader to the Dutch King and Queen, and invited the Dutch Prime Minister to visit Vietnam. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính affirmed that Vietnam highly values its partnership with the Netherlands, a leading yield partner in trade and investment. He asked the Netherlands to expedite ratification of the EVIPA, support the European Commission in lifting the EU yellow card, and expand cooperation in innovation, digital transformation, and high-tech sectors such as semiconductors, AI, and data infrastructure. The two leaders agreed to further strengthen cooperation in trade, green transition, and sustainable agriculture, maximize the benefits of the EVFTA, and consider upgrading bilateral ties in the future. They also exchanged views on regional and international issues and agreed to deepen cooperation on multilateral forums. At a meeting with Singaporean counterpart Lawrence Wong, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính conveyed greetings for Vietnamese leaders and thanked Singapore for its sympathy regarding flood impacts. He proposed expanding cooperation in science, technology, innovation, digital transformation, and green growth, developing next-generation VC projects, building data centers and enhancing data connectivity, as well as supporting high-quality human resource training and cultural exchanges. Prime Minister Wong agreed, affirming Singapore's readiness to support Vietnam, especially in strategic human resource development, and to study the establishment of data centers at VC parks. Both sides agreed to strengthen coordination as Singapore chairs ASEAN in 2027 and Vietnam chair APEC the same year, contributing to regional prosperity. Over the last few days, Division 370 and Division 372 under the Air Defense Air Force Service have conducted dozens of flights bringing relief goods to assist residents severely affected by floods in Đắk Lắk province. Despite the unfavorable weather, the military troops have overcome hardships to rid the people. The unfavorable weather caused some flights to have no landing area, so it's difficult for the pilots to fly at high altitude to drop the supplies. However, with their valor, experience, and determination, the crews of Division 370 have completed the airdrop mission with absolute safety. I felt honored and happy to transport the meaningful gifts from the Ministry of National Defense and people of the whole country to residents in the flood-hit areas. Hundreds of local people and officials received relief supplies in joy after many days of cutting off due to flooding. Local people were moved. It was an honor for us to contribute our part to helping them this hard time. To ensure safe flights, the flight crews have urgently completed technical preparations. Officers and soldiers have been working hard to pack and load more than 20 tons of goods and accessories, determined to bring relief goods to the flood-hit areas as quickly as possible. We strictly maintain the rules and regulations of technical work to well complete setups. The flight crews brought faith and hope, a mainstay for people to confidently overcome this difficult time. On November the 23rd, as floodwaters receded, units of the Dalai Provincial Border Guard deployed forces across their areas to assist local residents. Border Guard Squadron 2 mobilized one vessel and 12 officers and soldiers working with Guinea Port border checkpoints and local forces to deliver 55 tons of rice from the state reserve and 500 relief packages from the provincial authorities to fishermen in Haiming village, Guinea Ward. Officers and soldiers also helped clear mud, debris, and landslide-affected roads and supported families in cleaning houses and moving belongings. In recent days, Dalai Border Guard units have transported thousands of relief packages, evacuated hundreds of people from danger zones, and restored their accommodations after the floods. After 4 vibrant days in Vientiane, the Vietnam-Laos Fair 2025 concluded, but the spirit of cooperation and the special friendship between the two nations continue to resonate strongly. The fair attracted nearly 8,000 visitor arrivals, displayed more than 1,000 products, and held 20 business matching sections, opening new opportunities for enterprises. The exhibition offers practical, multi-dimensional connections for companies seeking to expand abroad, and the Laos market is very accessible. Joining the fair with the Ministry of National Defense opened many chances for us in Laos. Many partners approached us for cooperation. Vietnamese military enterprises impressed visitors with technology products and agricultural goods suited to Laos and regional markets. This fair hosts products of Vietnamese enterprises, especially military ones, with regional and global consumers. Many businesses also recommended strengthening these sales platforms for post-fair trade promotion. We need new promotion channels, and this exhibition provides a foundation for digital marketing. Lao authorities also appreciated the fair's effectiveness and support expanding cooperation. We will advise on solutions and policies to ease difficulties and create better conditions for enterprises of both countries to grow and cooperate in more fields. The key highlight is the harmony between economic cooperation and humanitarian diplomacy. The shared exhibition space vividly showcased the special Vietnam-Laos friendship. At the fair, 40 computer and printer sets and more than 2,000 gifts were presented to Lao units and local people. In building a modern Vietnam People's Army, the forces joining UN peacekeeping operations are being strengthened on terms of organization, training, and international cooperation. The National Assembly approval of the UN peacekeeping law provides a key legal framework to standardize its forces and meet the UN's rising requirements. At pre-deployment training courses, English is used throughout. This approach helps form a multinational working mindset for every Vietnamese Blue Beret soldier. Their professional competence and force protection are also improved. They are trained in trauma first aid, infection control, operating specialized equipment, and coordinating under volatile security conditions at missions. A key highlight is Vietnam's growing self-reliance in training and international cooperation. The country has built U.S. standard security, trained core instructors, and organized many bilateral and multilateral courses. This marks a shift from joining the force to contributing to force training, a key criterion of a modern military. Coming up next, Autumn Love Song in Heart of Chang'an Heritage. CUISINE, connecting global culture. On November the 22nd and the 23rd, the Autumn Love Song of Tam Cốc 2025 program took place at the Tam Cốc Big Dog tourist area in Ninh Bình, offering a series of unique cultural and artistic activities that honored the natural beauty, people, and identity of the ancient capital. The event affirmed Tam Cốc as Vietnam's four-season festival destination. Inspired by the legend of water lilies on the Ngo Dong River, the program was staged as the love song between nature and people. the river became an open-air stage where music, lights and flower boats created a lovely festival scene. Visitors also joined a peace-praying ceremony at Tai Vi Temple, captured memorable moments, and embraced the festival atmosphere within the heritage site. The event further showcased Ninh being appeal through its sustainable tourism strategy, helping open a new festive season, extend tourism year-round, enrich visitor experiences, and support local livelihoods. Recently, the Embassy of Vietnam in Denmark organized a cultural, tourism and culinary promotion event titled Vietnam Every Moment in a New Discovery. The event brought together some 50 Vietnamese and Danish businesses. At the event, Vietnam Airlines announced the launch of the Copenhagen-Ho Chi Minh City route, creating a direct connection for Danish and Northern European tourists to Vietnam. It also has increased economic and cultural cooperation between the two countries. The flight route is one of the important steps of Vietnam Airlines in completing its flight network in Europe. Not only connecting Southeast Asia with Northern Europe, Copenhagen is also an important gateway to connect the economy, culture, and politics between Vietnam and the countries in Northern Europe in general.
First and foremost, I think it's a very big benefit for both our countries that we will now have a direct flight from Copenhagen to Ho Chi Minh. Economically, cultural, tourism, and of course business is very important between our two countries, and this is really a benefit for both of us.
I think it's a great opportunity that you can fly direct to Ho Chi Minh City. I know especially a lot of young people here really enjoy to experience Vietnam and are traveling around the country. I have several friends who's been there.
In the first 10 months of 2025, Vietnam welcomed more than 17 million international visitors, an increase of 21% of the same period last year. The direct flight between Ho Chi Minh City and Copenhagen bears a very special meaning. Themed Trip of Flavors, a test journey across 5 continents, the International Culinary Cultural Festival 2025 led visitors across continents from familiar Asian stalls to classic European spaces and diverse global cuisines. Without purpose or luggage, traditional dishes became cultural guides through taste and emotion. From early morning, the festival brimmed with color and energy. At its booth, the aroma of natural dishes drew visitors into stories of history, identity, and culinary spirit. From Asia's finesse to Europe's elegance and South Africa's vibrant character. We are pleased to join this annual festival. Each year, we showcase dishes like drazi, shashlik, and draniki, as well as Belarusian products. I tried several European dishes for the first time. Their flavors are unique and reflect its country's culture. Vietnamese booths also left a strong impression with traditional dishes highlighting the host country's culinary heritage. In addition to green rice cakes, we brought bánh chưng to honor Vietnamese culinary values at this festival.
I think Vietnamese food is very interesting, and I want to try all of Vietnamese food because I really like it. It's very interesting. In Russia, I don't see any something look like Vietnamese food.
Featuring more than 120 booths from embassies, foreign cultural centers, localities, and international businesses, the festival offered food tasting, cooking shows, cultural exchanges, and traditional performances. Each dish became a cultural ambassador, bringing Vietnam closer to friends around the world. With the spirit of connection and sharing, this year's festival saw strong participation from embassies, international organizations, localities, and businesses, showing the lasting friendship between Vietnam and global partners. It is the end of the Listening News Bulletin today. You can watch our news again at QPVN.vn. From the goodbye and see you next time.